Hey, hey, hey. Come on in, everybody.
Number of times with Eddie and understanding how great Sandy is, clubhouse as a player, as a defensive catcher, he's had a great career, and he wants to see him stay in this organization. Sandy Leon lifts this deep to left. Lyle at the track. On the wall. And he reaches up.
Reaches up.
Catch.
Makes the catch.
Sandy Leon hit a homer the other day for the first time in 4 years at the big league level, and he almost got another one here today. That would have been amazing to see. He just missed it, maybe underneath it, a little bit off the end of the bat. And Lyle's not known necessarily as a great defender, certainly not great conditions, but he finds a way to make the catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sandy, not known for his pop, especially at this stage in his career. But
Elwas Jr. at the plate. Up two.
Just missed that one.
All right. Come on in if you're watching that Pete McDivitt show.
Hey, who do you think you are? Second homer. And we told you the other day, but remember that start that he had the other day in Atlanta was his first at the big league level since June of 2023. So, yes, he's been playing in the minors, but been a while up here in the bigs for Sandy Leon. I mean, even Tim Myers pretty impressed with that swing. Is this something new we have here? Breaking out big pop late in your career.
Nacho Alvarez.
First strikeout tonight for Gore. We talked a lot about Nacho against lefties, some of the struggles. There were some better at-bats in there, but it's a good example of what we're talking about. When you see those low numbers for a right-handed hitter against the lefty, chances are he's pulling off the baseball. Mackenzie Gore knows that, and he goes with the off-speed and those change-ups away, back-to-back change-ups to finish that at-bat. The outside part of the plate and a little bit more is open for business here tonight. There's been multiple pitches off the plate called strikes.
Allen.
He's dealing with the elements down there. He's had to handle a lot of rain today. I think he is built a fort. Hey, he's like a bear after hibernation, just coming out, ready for the spring.
I'm having so much fun in this thing.
You have a little fur down there?
Yeah, it kind of brings me back to being 7, 8 years old, 6, 7.
You got popcorn and movies and everything.
I do.
That's great.
Ah.
For a fire, 1 fire extinguisher beats 10 buckets of water. And for 0 heartburn, 1 Prilosec
Still a tie game.
10 NF.
That's 0 apiece.
24-hour heartburn relief, 1 beats 10. Prilosec OTC.
In a world of constant to-dos, you deserve a vehicle to help you get things done. With intuitive MBUX technology, AI driver customization, and backed by a 165-point inspection process, Mercedes-Benz certified pre-owned vehicles surpass the highest standards. So tackling your to-do list has never been more doable.
Your home is your happy place until you come back to bad odors. Use Febreze plug-in with Safe-Defy technology. It has a microchip that alternates 2 complementary scents to constantly fight odors and give noticeable freshness. It even reminds you when to refill, so you can always be sure that your home smells fresh and clean for up to 50 days. Enjoy the freshness of Febreze plug-in.
Nationals Park. Inning number 2, game 2 of our doubleheader. And Chris Sale facing Riley Adams to start off the bottom of the second. Taking over as a primary catcher with Keibert Ruiz on the injured list with those concussions that he had a little earlier this year. And he takes the ball inside 2-0. Sharp to Nick Allen, knocks it down, sticks with it, and is able to get Riley Adams. Time for the strong arm, brought to you by John Floyd and Associates. Since the start of last year, Chris Sale with the Atlanta Braves. He ranks either second or third in these 3 categories of baseball.
He is absolutely dominating. We were excited when the Braves traded for him coming into last season. He had finished the season in September looking pretty good. And he talked about how healthy it felt for the first time in a long time. And he has delivered results since he's put this Braves uniform on.
And when he had that rib injury, CJ, I thought, hey, I didn't know if he would return as the injury lingered and there was pain and a lot to deal with for a pitcher when you got a rib injury. But I thought, certainly he won't be as sharp. But he has been, as we said, just as sharp, if not sharper. And that's what has really been impressive, especially for a guy, not that he's 50, but he's older, 36, and at the latter stages of his career, it's really something to watch.
I think lesser pitchers his age who had gone through that injury may have shut it down the rest of the year and just got ready for the next one. It gives you an idea of how much of a competitor he is. Not just that he wanted to be back out there, but he wanted to be on top of his game. He wanted to be competing with his teammates even in a down year. We talk about it often, but it speaks to the kind of guy Chris Sale is.
Another chance for Nick Allen. This one a little easier. So 2 down.
Talk about Sandy Leon and the history between him and Chris Sale. It's very interesting early on to watch what's going on here. We're through an inning and 2/3. That was the 8th changeup that he has thrown already tonight, which he hasn't thrown more than 8 since April. And again, he's clearly going to go past that number. And I think for Sandy right now, what he is seeing and knowing Chris Sale the way that he does, the velocity is down a couple of ticks. And when he's falling behind, he's using the changeup almost like a two-seamer to get ground balls.
And he was asked about that changeup, CJ, after his last start. You know, he said it was non-existent, just wasn't competitive. And he felt the same way about his fastball, couldn't locate it. So, as you talked about, Brandon, I mean, he's been pretty sharp, despite saying he had just 1 pitch at his disposal in his last start against the Cubs.
Yeah, even though it's a small repertoire, it's mostly fastball slider with some of those changeups. We went through that phase where it looked like he was done with the changeup. He had a 4-start span where he threw a total of 1 changeup. And we thought maybe it was out of the repertoire, but it's back tonight.
Well, this is the Nick Allen inning. All 3 to the Braves shortstop, and Sale sets him down in order.
PC-Matic removes all viruses and ensures your devices stay safe. With its built-in optimizer, your computer will run faster than ever before. Less waiting, more doing. That's the power of PC-Matic. Visit PCMatic.com today. I'm Jordan, and I'm so much more than my diagnosis. And I have a lot more to go. Can Kisqali do more for you? Talk to your doctor. Visit Kisqali.com to hear real patient stories.
The new Gross Motors Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram Truck Showroom and Service Center is now open. Check out the new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram Showroom, Lounge, and Service Center. Rows and rows of vehicles, the best selection around, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff to help you through the buying process. Gross Motors in Neillsville now has the largest Chevy, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership in central Wisconsin, all in one spot on Highway 10 in Neillsville.
The thing about hair is, even if it starts here, it'll end up there, or under that chair. But the new Swiffer Sweeper Deluxe is made to get hair anywhere. So here we go. Get the curly hairs in the corner, the dog hairs in the den. Get the haircut cuttings and beard buzzings. Dust and hair trapped in locks, so nothing ends up on your side. Girls, just put squish and move, but Swiffer's microscopic platters give you a clean that's mama approved. The new collapsible, storable Swiffer Sweeper Deluxe, the mother of all cleans.
The average dog only lives to be 10. At the farmer's dog, we don't think that's long enough. That's why our
What is
freezers
this?
customized portions. Because a dog at a healthy weight.
Dumb commercial.
On to the third. Scoreless here. Braves
Bottom
have a
of
couple
third.
of overs in game 1 today. And Truist will donate $755 to the Henry Louis Aaron Fund for every Braves homer this year. So that number climbed earlier. Let's see if the Braves can get it up a little bit more here in game 2 of the doubleheader. Profar big swing and a miss at the changeup, 1-1.
Yeah, both of these guys using their changeups pretty effectively. Chris Sale, Mackenzie Gore, both of these guys have some pretty good fastballs, but finding some balance with the combio, just like we saw with Jose Suarez on game 1.
And Suarez, if you did not see game 1, surprise start for him, right? Gets called up and he was tremendous.
Looked really good, set a career high, 9 strikeouts in that one, had a way to start since September. With the Angels, have been in the minor leagues, missed some time with an injury, but actually threw the ball pretty well as a starter down there.
That helped get the Braves a 6-3 victory, and now he can have a dig-me session tonight. Not the weather he was hoping for his dig-me session.
And then it's an interesting one, right? Because it's game 1 of the doubleheader. You do it again tomorrow.
Yeah. It's the changeup that gets Profar for the first out.
Take a look at what Jose Suarez did in game 1. It was a little brighter and a little drier, and he was excellent. You take a look at all stayed good hands,
Little
play.
dryer.
And it was good changeups, especially to the lefties, right? Very interesting.
Yeah, it was.
Jose Suarez, but giving the Braves
No.
the hope for and more in game 1.
Did not give up an extra base hit, just some scattered singles to go along with those 9 strikeouts. So yeah, he's a little tired. That's okay. He learned it.
It's been a long day too, right? He got geared up for his day game, and now here he is at nearly 9:30 with a lot of baseball left to go.
Yeah, long day for those guys. They've been at the park already 12 hours. Matt letting out a funny growl after that ball hit him on the leg. One thing that Braves country is slowly learning, as you and I are as well, about Matt Olson, he has a really dry, sarcastic humor. When it comes out, though, he's hilarious.
It's good, little deadpan, my favorite kind.
And the hijinks between Matt and Ozzie Albies day in and day out. They're always trying to see who can one-up each other. 2 funny guys on the right side of the Braves infield.
Well, yeah, that's a 3-1 count. Swing and a miss.
And 2 guys that never take a day off. They have started now 152, Olsen and Albies for the Braves this year. On one bounce, DeYoung backhands it. 2 away here in the 3rd.
We were having this conversation the other day, and I don't remember what we were talking about, but pitchers with single-digit numbers always kind of sticks out a little bit, especially when you're number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of only 2 guys who wears number 1 for pitchers in baseball, but he gets it in order. Set down for the Mackenzie Gore.
Go on. Second, third, set down 1, 2, 3 for him. game. And mine's gonna be right back.
Up to 70% off. Nordstrom Rack got it. Plus, Nordic Club members get more. More perks, more value. Discounts just for you and 5% off with your Nordstrom credit card. Buy online, pick up in store the same day for free. Nordstrom Rack. In stores, on our app, and online.
With depression, it feels like every day you're just going through the motions. But what if you could get your go back? Auvelity works fast. Some saw relief in as early as 1 week. And Auvelity lasted. On average, significant relief was seen at 6 weeks. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions in young adults. Tell your doctor about sudden changes to mood, thoughts, or behavior. Don't take Auvelity if you have a history of seizure, eating disorder, or have abruptly stopped drinking alcohol, or taking benzodiazepines, barbiturates, or anti-seizure medicine. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Don't take if you're allergic to dextromethorphan, bupropion, or any of the ingredients in Auvelity. Don't take with MAOIs. High blood pressure, manic episodes, serious eye problems, and dizziness can occur. Report all medicines you take to avoid a life-threatening condition. Don't take Auvelity if you are or may become pregnant. Side effects can include dizziness, headache, diarrhea, feeling sleepy, dry mouth, sexual function problems, and excessive sweating. Ask your provider about Auvelity. Go with Auvelity.
Oh shoot, I forgot mustard. Wow, thanks. Sunscreen. Foam finger.
Be right back.
Ouch.
Baseball fans, America's #1 sportsbook now offers picks for all your favorite sports. New customers can play $5 and get $60 in bonus, win or lose.
Speaking of which, let's see where FanDuel has that Rookie of the Year that we've been focusing on. A little separation here. Since yesterday, Kate Horton out at -240, Drake Baldwin +190 for that National League Rookie of the Year. That's 1 and 2. Nobody else really close.
We mentioned that Kate Horton was pitching tonight against Paul Skeens, and Horton ended up going 5 innings, giving up just 3 hits and 1 run with 6 strikeouts. So he probably buoyed his case, did Horton.
Yeah, he picked up a win. Paul Skeens knocked out before the 4th inning. 7 hits, 3 walks. Threw 92 pitches in 3 2/3.
Drake gets the rest tonight after starting game 1. There's a strikeout on the slider. Paul DeYoung is down.
Well, this is the pitch that has always been the calling card for Chris Sale and has been excellent this season and once again. For a power pitcher, one of the things that's always amazed me about his slider, it's actually one of the slowest sliders. Doesn't look like it, doesn't break like it, but it is one of the slowest sliders in the game. Incredible that he continues to get it done. Looking at lefties this season at the highest strikeout rate, it's Chris Sale at 36 years old, and those 2 lefties underneath him are some young power arms.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Amongst the many impressive things on the Sale resume.
I almost wonder, as competitive as he is, if you ever got to that point where you start to lose it, everybody does. CC Sabathia, Clayton Kershaw, everybody goes through it. And you have to figure out how to become a contact pitcher, keep the baseball off the barrel. And there's that part of him that he loves dominating guys. He loves seeing that swing and miss. Would he keep going? He could do it, no doubt. But would he keep going being that kind of guy? I hope he does.
Line drive foul.
Or just be like Nolan and just continue to punch out guys in your 40s at a ridiculous rate.
I will say there's something extra special when Chris Sale is in a really close ball game with Meaning, and we saw it many times last year. It's the 7th, and he's trying to get through it. It's 3-2, and he pumps 98 at the top shelf when he empties the tank.
Sign of the veteran, and he's talked about it this year, how he realizes he can't redline all the way. And I think we're seeing a little bit of that here tonight, and picking his spots when he's reaching back for a little bit more velo.
Back to the slider, another strikeout as he gets Jacob Young.
Good one here, a little bit more tilt compared to the one that he threw to Young. That one had stayed a little flatter. This one's got a little bit more depth to it. And they both work.
And he keeps climbing that all-time strikeout list. Now he is at 34th, and he's knocking the door for Cole Hamels at 33.
I'm embarrassed to say I don't know who Tim Keefe is.
And Sale feeling his position, throwing on to first. Since the leadoff single, he has retired 9 in a row.
The new Gross Motors Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram Truck Showroom and Service Center is now open. Check out the new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram Showroom, Lounge, and Service Center. Rows and rows of vehicles, the best selection around, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff to help you through the buying process. Gross Motors in Neillsville now has the largest Chevy, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership in central Wisconsin, all in one spot on Highway 10 in Neillsville.
Tired of struggling with impossible messes in your tub and shower? Some cleaning sprays can be ineffective. Switch to the Mr. Clean Foaming Bath Magic Eraser. Simply add water to effortlessly cut through 100% of soap, scum, and grime. And use Mr. Clean Extra Durable throughout your home. In the kitchen for burnt on food, and on walls to remove scuffs and marks. It even erases 3 times more permanent marker per swipe. Switch to Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Brand power helping you buy better.
On to the 4th inning, Ozzie Albies leading things off for Atlanta. And that leads us to our Georgia Natural Gas Green Life Impact player. National League OPS against lefties since the All-Star break, and Ozzie is 4th on the list.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about this swing from the right side against the lefties, how much better it has looked. He has always been that guy, but he's gotten it right here lately. And he did not like that call. As I mentioned, that side of the plate here, getting a little bit wide, is going to be available to both of these left-handed pitchers.
And remember how it works in the doubleheader is if you work home plate for either game, you don't work the other game. So Adrian Johnson called the balls and strikes in game 1. He's now working this game. Quinn Wolcott jumps in and is behind the plate. Check down, and Edwin Jimenez says that Ozzie went around.
I think that's probably a pretty good call that you get there as we get that side angle on Ozzie. So the other single-digit pitcher, I guess that has to be Blake Snell, right? You talking about?
Sorry, I was saying there's only one other that wears number 1.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
Yeah, that's. Do you know who that is?
I don't off the top of my head.
Padres.
So it's not Hugh Darvish, it's not J.P. Sears. Number 1 pitcher on the Padres, it's not Michael King. It's not Dylan Cease. I feel like I have it surrounded. Oh, was it Moreholm? No.
A swinging bunt from the other number 1 out there, Ozzie Albies, and he is retired.
I give up.
Yuki Matsui.
Ah, darn it.
You had it surrounded indeed.
So, only a couple of pitchers left on the team. So we were talking Tim Keefe. I was embarrassed to say that. I didn't know that name, that Chris Sale was a couple of pitchers away. Of course, we got to look him up. Well, his career finished in 1893, so I'm okay with not knowing who he was, but it is so fun to go back and look at some of those pages and what he did in 1883, completing each of his 68 starts and totaling 619 innings that season.
Unbelievable.
Did Tim Keefe. He didn't need a bullpen. Could probably needed his mice, though.
Out to left center. racing over Lyle. He won't get there. Marcell Ozuna is going to have a stand-up double here with one out in the fourth.
We just talked about this Mackenzie Gore changeup, how good it has been, but for Marcell, he was ready for it. That one kind of cut back a little bit. You can see it sitting middle. It's down, but it's middle of the plate. And Marcell drills it into left center, 106 off the bat.
So each team had a leadoff single in the first inning. Profar for the Braves, Nunez for the Nationals. There had not been another hit in the game until that double by Marcell Ozuna.
That faster runner may have ended up on third as we showed you that replay with Lyle bottling the ball out there. It's been, what, basically about a half a season worth of playing for him. And it almost seems unfair, but the defensive metrics are not kind to him at all. He's a negative 14 defensive runs saved in just a half a season.
Ground ball, DeYoung bobbles, but he's still able to get Harris. Yeah, and you know that Lyle has the speed. There's no question about that for his future. And he has hit at a high level, but we'll see how he adjusts defensively at this level.
He moves really athletically. He's made some nice adjustments, maybe not the prettiest routes, but he's gotten it done out there in left field. But they definitely like the bat.
Potential first run of the ball game, 90 feet away, but there are two outs, and here's Leon, who hit it to the wall in the second inning. Now you've got me knee-deep in Tim Keefe's baseball reference page. He won 42 games in 1886. 42 and 20.
But he missed two of his games for complete games. And what happened there, I wonder? They got into the 15th, he finally said enough.
Just unbelievable sometimes. Obviously, look, the game was totally different, but going back and examining some of these numbers, it's almost comical now to think about it.
And with Chris Sale kind of chasing him, he's still going to get past Cole Hamilton, we believe he will. But then you look at the strikeout rate, the strikeouts per 9 for Tim Keefe, 4.6. That's not going to get you a spot in the big leagues these days. But again, you're right, different game. So did you know the team? I didn't know. I had to click on it. 1880, his rookie year. He was 23 years old, and the 3-letter abbreviation was TRO. Would you have known that?
No.
No.
Because it's obviously not Toronto.
No. The Troy Trojans, who played at both Riverside Park and the Haymakers grounds. I'm assuming that's in New York.
Coached by Bob Ferguson.
Coach B, they call him.
1-2 here from Mackenzie Gore. And the count evens. Swing and a miss, 96 got him to keep Ozuna at third and keep the game at 0-0.
PC-Matic removes all viruses and ensures your devices stay safe. With its built-in optimizer, your computer will run faster than ever before. Less waiting, more doing. That's the power of PC-Matic. Visit PCMatic.com today.
The new Gross Motors Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram Truck Showroom and Service Center is now open. Check out the new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram Showroom, Lounge, and Service Center. Rows and rows of vehicles, the best selection around, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff to help you through the buying process. Gross Motors in Neillsville now has the largest Chevy, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership in central Wisconsin, all in one spot on Highway 10 in Neillsville.
I'm bored and relaxing MS, and I want to spend my time my way. I chose Kesimpta because it works for me and my busy life.
Kesimpta is a B-cell treatment that gives you the power of proven results for reduced relapses
and slow disability progression.
When ready, I take it at home in 1 minute a month. Don't take it if you've had an allergic or life-threatening reaction to Kesimpta or have hepatitis B. Your doctor should test for hepatitis B before treatment. If you've had it, it could return. Serious side effects, including fatal infections, can happen, especially taken before or after other medicines that weaken the immune system. PML, a rare brain infection that may be fatal or cause severe disability, can occur. Tell your doctor if you had or plan to have vaccines, or you are planning to become pregnant. It's unknown if Kesimpta will harm your unborn baby. Certain antibodies may decrease and should be monitored. Most common side effects are upper respiratory infection, headache, and injection reactions, including
Welcome back to Nationals Park. There's only one making the race today, or the other three. An easy win when it's just you running your own race out there. Yes, it's the other three presidents taking the night off.
We only work one game per day. That's our limit.
Well, Chris Sale had a 20-pitch first inning, but then only 10 in the second, 10 pitches in the third, and now here he is in the fourth. Well-located four-seam fastball, 0-2 to Dylan Cruz. Talked about Paul Skeens, and Dylan Cruz was his teammate at LSU. Those guys went 1-2 overall in the 23 draft. First pair of college teammates to go 1-2 in any MLB draft. And that was after they won the national title there together for the Tigers in 2023. A single to the left side, and Dylan Cruz is 1 for 2 tonight.
Well, Dylan Cruz gets to the slider. He's had some issues hitting spin since he's gotten to the big leagues. They try to go backdoor here. Not a bad one. He put it on the corner, but Cruz goes out and gets it.
So that breaks the stretch. Sale had retired 9 in a row. That ends with a Cruz single, and now here's Josh Bell.
Everybody's got their unique things that they do in between pitches, and watching Josh Bell in these first two at-bats, a foul ball like that, he kind of grabs the bat about a foot above the knob and then takes his practice swing. It's pretty unique.
It starts by holding that bat back behind that shoulder.
Yeah,
Right there it is.
like making it sure. I wonder what he feels there that he likes, that he wants to do in between every pitch.
Whatever it is, it did not work. The changeup gets Bell. He struck out twice tonight.
That has been a big pitch here this evening, and this one a little bit of movement. A lot of times with Chris Sale's changeup, it'll stay generally straight, but this one had some nice little downward at the very end.
Bell back to the dugout. 4 strikeouts now for the southpaw Sale, and here is Lyle. Pumps that up to 96 right down the middle.
Slider here away, probably after a couple of heaters. I mentioned that Lyle's power so far, the home runs that he has hit have all been on pitches middle in.
Well, there you go. Did not chase. Now, Miguel Cairo, last couple of weeks, been putting him in the cleanup spot. A slow start this year. They sent him back to AAA briefly, but since they have recalled him, he has hit at a very high level.
Good to see. Mentioned that fastball velocity at times looking a little bit lower here for Chris Sale, but a couple of times in this at bat. You mentioned the 96 first pitch and 97 right there. Probably looking for that swing and miss and speed the bat up again. The slider will play well if he can get it down and away and close enough to the corner.
Runner takes off. In play to left. And Profar has it, so Cruz will have to scamper back to first. Let's check in on our old friend Tim Keefe.
Got a little bio.
Oh, look at this.
There we go. Oh, look at the low arm angle. Who knew? Sweet lift.
My favorite is ERA in A. Not tracked until 1913, but
so we're set to continue to the early 2000s. Yeah, just file away. I started reading a little bit on that bio page for him. His dad wanted to be a carpenter. His dad was a carpenter and got into that business. Built a house for a guy who's supposed to be paid $22. It took him like 7 or 8 days, whatever it was, the work that he did. The guy tried to stiff him. So he had to go sue the guy, go through the whole process to get his $22. And he said, "This isn't worth it. I'm thinking I'm going to take a shot at baseball."
Well, it worked out for him.
He did really well for himself and kind of like that side, kind of like graduating from being a blue-collar guy, like wearing nice suits when he was out and about in town.
$22. My acai bowl in between games was 24. We've come a long way. Or have we?
His brother Daniel was a member of the Massachusetts militia and was involved in the Spanish-American War. That's how far back we are going.
But yet baseball connects him with Chris Sale tonight. The history of our great game.
I don't know when it changed, but remember that one time during a period of baseball history we had to say basically if it was going to be a high strike zone or a low strike zone, the hitter had to declare where he liked it. I gotta believe that was during that time.
Taking off again here to throw down at second base. Boy, he must have avoided the tag because the throw beat Dylan Cruz, but he is ruled safe.
I think you're right. You see some frustration there from Cranian, kind of hoping that they got the tag. You see it because the throw was on the money. Let's take a peek here. It's one thing that happens sometimes with Ozzie at second base. Now, the throw tells you what you have to do. I do feel like at times he'll go out in front and grab it. We talk a lot about letting that ball travel a little bit more. He may have had to do that there because the throw was up the line a little bit. Fastball Weiss about that in the past as far as kind of setting up. And he said, yeah, in a perfect world, if you can get there, we want you a little bit in front of the bag, but try to let that ball travel if you can.
Thankfully, the stolen base does not hurt the Braves. So he struck out number 5.
The new Gross Motors Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram Truck Showroom and Service Center is now open. Check out the new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram Showroom, Lounge, and Service Center. Rows and rows choice of vehicles, the best selection around, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff to help you through the buying process. Gross Motors in Neillsville now has the largest Chevy, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership in central Wisconsin, all in one spot on Highway 10 in Neillsville.
Oh, pizza!
We're trapped by dishes.
Don't worry, we've got Dawn Power Suds. It'll power through this whole pile with ease.
Yeah, it's the dish soap with 2 times more powerful suds.
Lucky ducks.
Dawn's first suds that trap, lock, and removes 99% of grease.
So it doesn't get passed from dish to dish.
Clean and stacked.
Like ducks in a row.
Good one.
Dawn Power Suds, the better grease getter.
No outlet, no problem. Choose a better, faster, longer-lasting PC powered by Snapdragon.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, every week you learn something new and you can immediately just jump right in and use those skills.
The fifth inning is brought to you by Audi. And the scoreless tie is brought to you by a couple of ace left-handed pitchers. And I had a chance to catch up with Tim Hires before today's game, asking him about how they tried to attack Mackenzie Gore. And guys, so far we've seen unfold Tim's 2 keys. One, laying off the high fastball, not chasing above the hands, and laying off that breaking ball away, especially for lefties. It feels like the Rams done a pretty good job of that, but the change that Mackenzie Gore has made is he's relied a lot more on his changeup over a quarter, or right around a quarter of the time so far tonight, which would be by far a season high. Let's see if the Braves can adjust that.
Yeah, I wonder how much that is lined up for him and how he's feeling. We've seen these elevated fastballs with some pretty good velocity. And I'll also throw into there that you're getting that call that is off the plate. So the fastball and the changeup work really well that are just off the plate to his left-handed pitcher against the right-handed hitter. So that could be part of it also.
So for both pitchers, the changeup has been effective. And one thing to keep in mind for Mackenzie Gore is his second start back since missing a couple of weeks with left shoulder inflammation. Now, when he returned last Thursday against the Marlins through 78 pitches and said he felt great. So you wouldn't think that there's much of a restriction, but something to keep in the back of your mind as Nacho Alvarez fouls this out of play.
He could potentially be a name you hear about this winter. He'll be a 4+ player at the end of the season, meaning that the Nationals will have 2 more years of control. They don't believe that they're going to be in contention over that time, even though it's been a little bit of a down year for him. I think you've got some people that are probably watching him down the stretch in case his left-hander does become available. The free agent market for starting pitching is a little bit thin. That means trade activity could pick up.
He gets the strikeout, and guess what? It is on that changeup. So Alvarez, both times down swinging tonight.
That's a good one. And you get guys into 2 strike counts, and you got that high velocity fastball in the back of your mind that you can't lay off or recognize the changeup.
And Gore had another player that came over in that Juan Soto trade August 2nd of 2022 after he debuted with the Padres. Nick Allen grounded out in the second, 0 for 1 here.
Top of it, no score.
September 1st.
Game 2.
Hasan Camarada that September 2nd, and it made every start get short between then and now until tonight. We give Nick Allen credit, CJ. Not easy to to have someone take your place. He's handled it gracefully. He knows that the bat is light, even though his defense is great, but you haven't heard one complaint from him.
No, and it's difficult not to have the consistent at-bats and put together a pretty decent one like he did right there, but a nice defensive play over at first.
Yeah, Chaparro able to stop it and flip 2 down.
And you get this power left-handed arm who's thrown in quite a few off-speed pitches. That is a really nice play there from Chaparro, but against the curveball for Nick Allen, he finished his last at-bat against the curveball.
But even if it's not as a starter, if it's a guy off a bench as a utility infielder, he's going to be a valuable piece.
He is. His defense is not just good, it is great. He's been excellent all season long, and we wondered if he had played the entire year, would he get some Gold Glove consideration? He certainly was on that track, so it is that good, the defense.
And another guy that everybody down in that clubhouse has enjoyed having around, enjoyed being around day in and day out, with Nick Allen. Profar hits it high in the air, foul ground. Right by that tart that's been used a lot today, but it goes foul.
He's got Wiley's little tart hut over there, whatever he's got going on.
That's Wiley's man cave, we're calling. He's outside though.
As long as this day has been, as bad as the weather has been, how is it that not one single hair is out of place there for Wiley?
Look at him.
So happy.
Got a good head of lettuce, Ballard. Line to center, 1, 2, 3, top of the 5th for Wickets.
1, 2, 3, top of the 5th. Running bottom.
The new Gross Motors Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram Truck Showroom and Service Center is now open. Check out the new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram Showroom, Lounge, and Service Center. Rows and rows of vehicles, the best selection around, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff to help you through the buying process. Gross Motors in Neillsville now has the largest Chevy, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership in central Wisconsin, all in one spot on Highway 10 in Neillsville.
Creating luxurious fragrances comes from fine ingredients distilled into a single scent that is now exclusively available everywhere, including the lonely Isla Jean Rousseau. Unstoppable and limited collection makes everything smell magnifique. That's not magnifique. Luxurious movies that breathe for quality fragrance so you can smell unstoppable.
We wouldn't settle for Bateman when there's Batman.
Don't touch that. Well, now I'm gonna touch it more.
Yep, shouldn't have touched it. Little help.
Don't settle for just getting insurance when there's State Farm.
I stand up to cancer to remove the stigma from the words cancer, chemo, and radiation.
I stand up to cancer for my family and loved ones and all my friends out there.
The more willing and able I am to talk about it, it just ignites a little bit of hope.
You have to focus on the positive attitude, right? Being there for them, showing them love, giving them the support that they need.
When we all stand up to...
The 5th inning is presented by Audi. Temperatures now in the upper 50s. Rain has all but subsided, at least for now, but chilly. Jackets out there for game 2 of this double dip. And identical, no runs, 2 hits, no errors for both of these teams.
Yeah.
Launched, but foul.
Launched, but foul.
This one on the carpet. Over to Nacho Alvarez. A little bit of a low throw, but we know how good Matt Olson is at scooping that ball off the dirt.
It's the second time here tonight that he's gotten Chaparro to the ground ball off of this changeup, but you're going to watch Nacho. get to that baseball.
Nacho Taco.
Yeah, you see the throw come up out of his hand, and they've accidentally had kind of a two-seam.
Nacho Alvarez Jr. His real name.
Keeps that to some of these pictures. That was nice.
And also there to clean it up, and now Brady House.
Brady House.
You see another changeup there. What Sandy is seeing is that this changeup is allowing Chris Sale to keep his pitch count respectable here, right? 62 now through 4 1/3. He's still got a handful of strikeouts, but it's not turning into one of these huge swing and miss strikeout type of games, so you can get some quick outs with the changeup.
Yeah.
And do you think that was more of a conversation before the game, CJ, or is that Sandy recognizing it in game?
I think recognizing in game, there was a couple of times early on, and we have seen some peaks in velocity where you saw Sandy get a sign and it looked like he was looking for a little bit more out of Chris Sale, where he kind of gave him that little kind of fist pump, like give me something good here. And again, it's there because he's shown it a couple of times, but overall maybe to be a little down, so he recognizes that the changeup might be the contact pitch to get some outs quicker.
Sale is going to have to hurry here, and he does. Spins and fires and gets House at first base.
So he's got that gold glove. That's a nice play there by Chris Sale. You worry about, again, the water on the grass and the moisture. Is it going to be slippery? But he does a good job of getting his base here, planting that left foot and pushing off of it to get the strong toe. Look at that left foot, how strong it is into the ground as he fires over the bounds.
And that first gold glove of his career last year when he also first won the Cy Young with the Atlanta Braves. As DeYoung out in front of the slider.
Come on in.
I was wondering if
It's brand new.
Chris Sale, the MLB logo on the back, and notice that his was gold. I think everybody else's is white. So we're trying to figure out, is that Roberto Clemente because he was the nominee, right? You see Nick Allen there, his is white. Or was it because he won a gold glove?
Whatever it is, he's looking good in that jersey tonight. Another strikeout.
These dishes just aren't getting clean.
The problem isn't the machine. It's likely your detergent. Really? I recommend switching to Cascade Platinum Plus. These pods dissolve completely, using more soaping, scrubbing, and rinsing action. Plus, the grease-fighting power of Dawn, breaking down 100% of tough stuck-on foods.
That's impressive.
And it works so well, it even keeps your filter clean. Cascade, Roto-Rooter recommended, safe for pipes.
No outlet, no problem. Choose a better, faster, longer-lasting PC powered by Snapdragon.
Dear Friday, let's put good times in gear. We've got power tailgates to power game days. And a trailer backup guy. That's the champ of the Ram. Heck, we might even cancel Monday. Toyota Trucks.
Good. No count.
Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota.
Let's go, please.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Sometimes things fall right into place, but other times they just fall. But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later. Interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Awesome.
And SafeLight can come to you for free, anytime, anywhere, and do everything you need to get back on the road.
All set. Here you go.
Thank you.
Take care. Get it fixed now.
Well, we got to the bottom of the gold patch. It's a new program for this year, honoring the 6 individual award winners from the 2024 season. So guys like Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Judge, who won the MVP, and Chris Sale, of course, who won the Cy Young. they get to have that gold MLB logo.
Yeah, Wiley was trying to tell me that it's the same as Willy Wonka when you get a gold ticket. I'm like, I don't think that's right. So I'm glad we got that figured out. That makes a lot more sense. Or the chocolate factory.
Strike right there.
He got some Oompa Loompas hidden in his little man cave over there, feeding him chocolate all night. I love that setup. I love when he pops up. That's the best part.
Just trying to follow CJ's lead in the open.
Yeah, we have a legendary open tonight, if you missed it, where it started just with me recapping game one, and then CJ popped into view by kind of rising from the bottom.
I was asked if I was okay doing the Chris Collinsworth slide, and typical me, I just can't go along with that. No, is there something different we can do that's even more fun? And if it's better, then we were better for a rain delay, and so we'll get a little sideways here tonight.
Yeah.
Sit down on the strikes. This is what it looked like.
Hey, how you doing? Hello.
I couldn't keep a straight face.
Elevator, 5th floor, please.
And then I'm only 5'10", so when you're standing, you look like you were 9 feet tall.
We do what we got to do to keep ourselves entertained on a day like this.
Yeah. Foul ball.
Mackenzie Gore and Chris Sale both in the groove tonight. There's 2 hits, and that's it for each team. No runs as 95 comes up around the helmet of Acuna.
Ronald has not taken too kindly to that when it's happened. It has been multiple times since he has been back off the IL. And some of these fastballs that have been up and in.
Yeah, we see it a lot, right? Teams are going to pitch him in, but I understand. You get 95 up around there, you're going to give a look at the pitcher. Racetrack bullpen live look in as Jackson Rutledge is warming for the Nationals. Right now, Gore trying to get through 6. The Nats starters the first 2 games in this series, Urban and Parker, they had 11 innings pitched and 11 runs given up, but tonight has been a different story.
Now I gotta get something.
Acuna fouls off the payoff.
Acuna, my tire falls out.
See what they decide to do here, right? A little bit late on that fastball at 95. You think about, if I sped the guy's bat up, can I then spin something, whether it's a breaking ball or even the changeup to get him out front? And try to.
But the changeup misses. 1 out walk for Ronald Acuna.
1 out walk for Ronald Acuna.
For Kia.
Message from Kia.
And Miguel Cairo, interim skipper, is out with Gore at 92 pitches. And again, he had the absence with the shoulder issue, and they're not going to let him go any further tonight. And we have our first racetrack call to the bullpen. Back in a moment.
Come on in, everybody. I'll be right back. I'm still here.
My friends know me as Garrett, but I'm also Master Sergeant Baxter. do it? Why make it harder on yourself? Why put it on the line? With so much at stake. Why would you dare? You could get everything you had and still lose. But my question is, what if you don't? Dear first place, experts agree Toyota value can be beat. Drivers agree Toyota quality rides long and strong. Add hybrid choices like no other, and you'll win the long game by a country mile. Toyota.
Exits after 5 1/3, and on comes Jackson Rutledge.
ERA over 5.5 in 58 games for him this year.
Jackson Rutledge.
Home runs out of the bullpen in his 68 innings. Fastball sits around 95. It's a 2-seamer and a 4-seamer. Slider, cutter, split, all in the mix.
Those are his racetrack relief stats. And the first man he's going to face here, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies.
Rutledge, former starter, turned long reliever. And those numbers, obviously not good. They have been a little better since the All-Star break for him. After a really rough first half where his ERA was up around 7.
The 2 fastballs. The 4-seamer has been significantly better than his 2-seamer. A lot of times, that 2-seamer fastball is going to get you a lot of ground balls. We talked about the defense here hasn't been great, especially in the infield for the Nationals and for those ground ball pitchers. A lot of those ground balls turning into base hits.
High, lazy fly ball. A while in. 2 outs now here at the top of the 6th. It's time for a Yellowwood bringing the lumber feature. The spotlight is on Marcell Ozuna here. Last 2 seasons at Nats Park, over 10 games. Nearly 1,000 OPS for the Big Bear.
Yeah, I think it's worth noting because you and I have talked about Nationals pitching for the most part has been pretty good against the Braves. And so for Marcell to be able to put up those big numbers against this pitching staff, I think even more impressive.
And he's reached both times tonight, which in this game is a rarity. He's got a walk and a double.
That is a rarity.
One of the many things
Ball.
he's done with the walks, which means, of course, he has seen more pitches per plate appearance. He came into the series with the second most pitches per plate appearance, nearly 4.5. And his swing rate is down. He just doesn't swing that much. 38%, that's top 5 lowest for Marcell in baseball.
Strike right there.
That pitch because it's a ball.
And a quick question about it for Quinn Wolcott.
I mean, it's been consistent, right? So you give him that, you can always go back to, well, you just want consistency, but at the same time, at a 2-0 count, you don't want a pitcher getting that gift.
Another high fly, very similar to the one off the bat of Ozzie Albies. This time it's taken by the shortstop Nunez. We are still scoreless in D.C.
Still scoreless.
You've reached the goals that you set for yourself at the beginning of the season, Capricorn, but you're already looking ahead to what you can achieve next year. Give yourself a chance to appreciate how far you've come, and new goals
New game tangless scent boosters. With two irresistible scents coming together, you can't help but dance. And Smith swept away in the scent of strawberry and shade. Smith and Oops. It takes 2 cents to tango, right, Martha? New game tangle scent boosters. More scent, more joy.
In a world of constant to-dos, you deserve a vehicle to help you get things done. With intuitive MLB technology, AI driver customization, and backed by a 165-point inspection process, Mercedes-Benz certified pre-owned vehicles surpass the highest standard.
Get that girl some pickles. That's what she wants. That's what she said earlier today.
Bragging a little bit. It's impressive.
All right, Chris Sale has retired 15 of the last 16 that he has faced.
Yeah.
He's got 9-1-2 here in the Nats order, starting with Young.
Strike right there.
One of the issues we have here in Washington, it's always nice, but there's 2 different spots where there's essentially Halloween candy. In our booth, and also when you first get off the elevator. And I'm a weak man, so I've had a lot of mini Twix today. Good. It's Twix in the booth, and then I'll go for the Reese's Pieces near the elevator.
Great combo.
So I have not done well when it comes to snacking today.
Look, we're 6 weeks from Halloween. You're being proactive, CJ.
I'm gonna build up my tolerance.
Well, Young slaps it over to Alvarez for the first out. Hey, baseball fans, America's #1 sports book now offers picks for all your favorite sports. New customers can play $5 and get $60 in bonus, win or lose. I don't know, man. I say doubleheader like today, you have as many Twix and Reese's as your heart desires.
Appreciate it. Well, I've had that, and then some. You know, this with the mini candy, you trick yourself.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you eat 10 little mini Twix, and you really have like 4 or 5 full size.
It's like my philosophy when I have cookies at home, I'll say, I'm not going to have a full cookie. I'm just going to take a little piece, a little piece. And you add it all up, I had 19 cookies, but in my mind, I didn't have any cookies.
They went down easy, small bites.
92.
Yeah, give him that corner. 1 and 2.
1 and 2 the count. And we'll either do a blaze or a boogie in the mouth. I don't know which one yet.
The second most that he has thrown. The most was his first start of the year, back on March 27th, 2020.
There's another one. It's been working clearly.
Walk 'em. No, 2-2. Well, I'm gonna head out, everybody. See you guys tomorrow. This game started a little bit later than I wanted it to. But see you guys tomorrow.